Hello, hello.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
Another day, another beautiful blue sky, another beautiful desert. Terrible.
Yeah.
How do people live in this environment?
How do they?
Don't know. I don't live in this environment.
Yeah, you do.
There's a lot less
Every household
sand.
you ever,
Maybe I
maintain yourself
just live in a dry.
is a desert. And then you complain about it being like a desert.
It's true. I live in my own prison. We create our own prisons, friends.
Darian's always been the kind of person that, something bad will happen to him, and he'll just complain about it, but not do anything to fix it.
I don't think that's entirely true.
That totally is.
It's not, though. I complained about weighing too much, and I lost weight.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But you did that for, you did that for, 5 years before you started.
Oh, what? Complained about it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's just what you do.
No, that's not normal.
It's just what you do.
The sun is bright, and I'm pretty sure I can smell the fur searing on the top of my head.
Cook an egg on this boy.
It's the end of March, so it's not nearly as bad as it can be, but brings right under the being right under the sun is like this. We've only been on the trail for about 10 minutes at this point, and I'm already regretting it. Chase! TJ, who's about 5 feet ahead of me, turns around. It's at that point that I realize that he said something, and I have no idea what it is. Everything okay? Huh? Yeah, sorry. What did you say? He looks concerned and walks back towards me. Remember, if you have a headache or feel sick to your stomach, or if you start feeling like you're not yourself, don't worry, I'm fine. I feel like I try to give him a smile to show it's true, but he's already in the process of unscrewing a bottle of water from his backpack. No, wait, you don't have. He dumps half of it over my head, and I hurriedly unshoulder my camera bag. Watch the equipment.
I'm gonna fuck your shit up, Chase.
Sorry, Chase, but you're not having a heat stroke on my watch. You know I've studied otter physiology. You guys don't do well in dry, hot environments. He's pretty close to me, having to dump the bottle over my head. I keep holding the bag away from my body while I look down at him, water dripping from my whiskers. Otter physiology? Yeah, it's like your body. It's parts and what they do. It's a little awkward that TJ knows how my body works for some reason.
Hell yeah.
So, you studied all our parts? The attempt of humor is weak in the first place, but I realized too late that I am talking to TJ, and that he probably wouldn't have even laughed if it was funny. He looks a little taken aback. Oh, well, yeah. We all have a different anatomy, so it's important to... He trails off, and I could tell that he's blushing. He frowns at me. Are you making fun of me? What? No, I was just trying. He turns away suddenly and starts back up the trail. We should keep going. It's an all-day hike. I follow him quietly. It's hard to judge the type of expression he had on his face. It wasn't exactly angry, more flustered. I'm pretty sure it's because he knows I like guys. Even in college, my straight male friends get uncomfortable when I joke about sex, like they think I'm coming onto them,
Just like those heteros, you know.
right? TJ's never told me how he feels about my sexuality. In fact, I know nothing of his sexuality. I think he dated one girl in high school, but that fell apart pretty quick. He had a problem fitting in, so he befriended her. Obviously, she took him as him liking her, so she asked him out. TJ, of course, couldn't say no. He's always on that quest to make other people happy. Anyway, he definitely isn't homophobic. He seems really happy for me when he found out I was going out with Leo, and he seemed really sad when he found out we broke up. He doesn't exactly follow any particular Christian denominations that I know of. He hasn't even weighed in on the whole Jesus species debate.
I hadn't thought that. That's a good little a good point. They would have to argue what animal species he was.
It's fine.
That's great.
From what I can gather, TJ just likes the spirituality of the whole thing. Leo told me that TJ is the type of Christian that Christians always say they are, but definitely aren't. I have to agree. 2 hours later, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to die. I'm practically stumbling after TJ. The Link's 15 feet ahead of me. He doesn't even notice either, cheerfully marching along up to the steep trail and over rocks as if they aren't even there. I'm dying, literally dying. My feet slips and I face plant. It starts. I lay there, waiting for TJ's god to take me.
Wait, that's a good line. Waiting for TJ's god to take me. Is this tripping chase round 2?
Chase? I hear some stumbling, and TJ slides up next to my body, sending a cascade of gravel over my head. Oh my gosh, are you okay? I hear the telltale sound of an unscrewing bottle. I turn my head to the side. No! A gush of water hits me right in the face, and I jerk up, spurting and wiping out my eyes. For the love of God, TJ, stop it! Let's get you to the shade. He grabs me around the arm and starts grabbing me towards a big boulder. Calm down, I can walk. Are you sure? Yes. TJ looking incredibly worried right now, hovering over me as I make my way to sit against the boulder. Dude, I'm fine. I'm just tired. I don't know how you do it. TJ keeps watching me, and once I sit down, he kneels next to me, then runs his paw through the fur on my forehead, feeling it with his paw pad. You're a little warm. We should rest here for a bit. He takes out another bottle of water. It's like he brought 50 of those damn things.
That's the smart thing to do when you're hiking in the hot weather.
We should probably get your clothes wet. I put a paw on his shoulder. TJ, calm down. I'm fine. You sure? Because... TJ. He stops babbling and looks me in the eye. The water bottle in one paw, the cap in the other. What's up? He looks at me for a second, then breaks eye contact, slowly screwing the cap back on the bottle. Sorry, I just want to make sure you're okay. I'm the one that, asked you to come. Relax. I'm just being a little dramatic. Alright, if you're sure. I am, but I could use a drink. He hands me the bottle. Good idea. You have been, making sure to drink. I have plenty. Yup, my piss is crystal clear. TJ's, muzzle quirks as I, take a long draft of water from the bottle. I cap it and burp. You know what? I think it's, because I'm starving. When are you gonna eat? Not yet. We have to make it to the top first. I have some granola bars, though. Ew, dude, I'm hungry for real food. It is real food. Anyway, it'll be so much better if we do it at the top. Besides, the hardest part, and it's almost over. It's all downhill after this. Literally. I can tell he's getting anxious to start moving again. So I take one last gulp and get up. I don't get how much... don't get how you're so damn unaffected by the heat. Oh, I am. I'm just keeping wet. While he talks, he starts pouring water on his shirt. It's sticks slick to his torso, showing off his tight chest and flat stomach. His navel is a dark indent through the fabric. I make sure I don't stare too long, not wanting to make him feel awkward again. Either way, I can feel my crotch area getting a little tight. Being in a hotel room with two other people didn't exactly give me time to relieve stress.
Man, we just started. Like, what the hell? Bruh.
Well, vacation issues, you know?
No, facts. Facts.
Maybe my straight friends did have reasons to be wary. I keep my eyes focused on TJ. I guess it's how you can keep moving like you do. How in the middle of the desert? Well, I run a few miles on the track every day at school. Jeez. We start up the trail again. TJ sticking by my side now.
It's nice how much Chase tries.
Only in this route. I feel bad about holding him back, but at least now it's less likely I'm gonna eat shit again. We did it! Yatta! TJ looks over the view as I stagger up behind him. I'm not as beaten up as I was earlier, but my legs are really starting to kill me. I lean over with my paws on my knees, panting. Swimming is definitely a better way to work out. TJ turning on me abruptly, and I straighten up, smiling. He holds up both his paws, grinning. High five! I slap him with gusto, and TJ laughed, pulling off his backpack and sitting down on a rocky bench. I look at it, a little confused.
Yeah, we super didn't invite Jenna this time.
No. What's this? A rock bench. It's always been here. I think some seniors from old school made it. See? He scoots over, pointing at the back, and I look closer. Etched out in the large letters and numbers, it says Echo High, a class of 59. They used to paint the year on the canyon too. You can still see some of them. Sure enough, I see some white lines on the canyon wall. A 52 here and a 72 there. The school closed after 1980, so I assume there's nothing after that. I sit next to him and lean my head back, closing my eyes. While the hike had been a massive bitch, I still don't regret coming. Not just for TJ's sake, but also because there's something nice about being isolated like this. Like we're the only people on Earth. I feel a weight fall on my lap and look down, expecting to see a tasty sandwich. Instead, I find a big fat hairy tarantula. I freeze as my brain processes what's going on. Then I scream and take a swipe at it, at the same time doing a sort of spastic dance to the right. I slide off the bench and onto the ground while I roll several times to get away. Holy fucking shit, son of a bitch! I roll to my feet and stumble back further away from the bench, eyes scanning the ground for the giant-ass spider that is sure to be after me. That's when I realize TJ's laughing. Chase, calm down. It's.
Wow.
He holds up the giant spider. It's frozen, rigid, telling me what he couldn't finish. A fake? TJ's still laughing, but I'm still hugging myself, shivering and flinching every time I see something spindly. I'm shocked, but not because of what just happened, but because because TJ did it to me. Fucking TJ! Feeling betrayed, I glared at him as he beckoned me with a paw, swiping at his eyes with the other. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry! But Jenna made me promise to her that I'd do it. That figures. Jenna is the type to always play pranks, and yeah, I hate to say it, but it's because she's a fox. I rub my arms up and down with my paws, shivering again. I can't believe you. You know how much I hate spiders. One of the worst fears had always been that one of a tarantula getting into my room. I used to regularly shake out the bed sheets when I found out that they lived around Echo. I'm sorry. I thought you might not even fall for it. You know the ones around here are blonde, right? Yeah, TJ, that's the first thing that comes to mind when I see a fucking spider on my lap.
Literally.
His ears do lower at that point, and he stops laughing. Though I can tell he's trying not to smile. Listen, Chase, I'm sorry, let's eat. I know you're hungry.
Aw.
My stomach is painfully hollow right now, so I slowly walk back to the bench. I try hard not to be such a spoil sport as I reach out to take my plastic wrapped sandwich from TJ. He squints some hand sanitizer. Yeah, squirts some hand sanitizer from a little bottle on my paw first before he lets me. We share a bag of chips and eat quietly for a few minutes, just taking in the nature. The nature? Okay.
Taking in
still,
the nature. Proper.
Still, even out here, I'm able to hear the train's horn. I feel bad about the silence, though, since I'm worried TJ will think that I'm mad at him. I mean, I'm annoyed, but he's just too damn innocent to actually be angry with. The sun's beating straight down on me at this point, and it's uncomfortable feeling my semi-damp shirt rubbing up against my fur. Setting aside my food for a moment, I strip off my shirt, the wetness giving me a little bit of trouble. As I do this, TJ stiffens up next to me. I look over at him, and right away, it's pretty clear he's trying not to look at me. I wonder if TJ is just one of those guys that's embarrassed about showing any kind of fur. He only ever took off his shirt to swim, and even then, he always seemed embarrassed about it. At that moment, both our paws slid into the chip bag at the same time, and TJ jumps, pulling his paw away. I look over at him, quirking an eyebrow. Sorry. For what? Never mind. I watch him take out his phone and look over his messages. When he turns the screen off, he pauses. I realize he's looking at his reflection, adjusting the fur on his face. Pause on his side until he seems satisfied. Again, this is something he did when he was much younger, back when he was obsessed with his cheek ruffs being perfectly even. I don't say anything, though, and just keep eating, bouncing once for one of my knees up and down. It's damn awkward, and I can't figure out why. Usually it's really easy to talk to TJ, mostly because he had a lot of things to talk about. I try to think of something to say. Remember when I remember when I made fun of you for the way you used to say sorry? TJ gives a bright, high-pitched laugh that makes me relax, feeling like I just broke the ice on the first date. Yeah, it's one of the first things you said to me. I was trying so hard to say it, and you just put me on the spot in front of everyone. The scene played out in my mind as TJ talks. The image of 7-year-old Lynx looking away to too small for his puffy winter ears. He's just backed into me while trying to catch a ball thrown by Leo and had turned around full of smiles. Sorry.
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 Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Well, sorry there.
I pointed and laughed. Don't you mean sorry? That mortified look followed by what became TJ's trademark run back home crying.
Oh my god.
I must have practiced that word 100 times when I got home. That's a little pang in my heart as the image of kid TJ saying sorry over and over again, trying to get it right. Well, I'm sorry for making fun of you for it. Why? It was so long ago. Besides, you were just assimilating me into the culture, sort of.
Bullying.
If it makes you feel better, Leo did get mad at me after you ran away. TJ having trouble keeping his lettuce-wrapped turkey together. So, are you and him, doing all right? I think so. We had a good talk a few days ago. That's good. Wouldn't that be a couple days ago? Isn't that the word you would use? It was Sunday evening.
I suppose.
That would be two.
Two. A couple.
Couple.
Yes.
Yeah. He gives up on holding the wrap together. Instead, just starts putting up the remnants from the plastic. Were you lonely after you left? I try not to act surprised that TJ's asking me these questions. Yeah, really lonely. Had a terrible first semester because Carl was there. What about now? Kind of. I guess I just haven't been able to find someone I connect with like I did Leo. Then why'd you break up?
Well, because you pulled a terrible prank, and really it's Chase's fault.
That was
You
yeah,
know?
but Chase was the one who broke up with Leo.
Right, but I mean that's what I'm saying. The whole situation that kind of came about was kind of his fault.
Yeah, so it's all Chase's fault.
Yeah.
Chase, you ruined the best thing in your life. And you ruined Leo's life.
2 for the price of 1, baby.
Yeah. Then again, the GSA at the university is practically dead, so who knows? Maybe after I graduate. We ate in silence for a while longer, and though it's less awkward, I'm still trying to figure out what brought TJ to ask me those questions. I crumple up the plastic and toss it into my backpack before getting up. Alright, now I gotta find a good view to get my shots. Shouldn't take too long. Oh, that's a great view of the canyon just up the trail, though. He gestures in that direction with a half-eaten wrap. I wave to let him know. I heard and make my way up the trail. The town's namesake isn't much of a canyon. You probably shouldn't even realize it is one without being told. I settle up as close as to the edge as I'm willing, taking a look over the side.
You have to get the little opera monocles like on
Wait,
the stick.
What does this say?
It says
feet. I can read it. I can't. Feet press pebbles over the side. They clatter down the edge of the cliff.
It's so tiny.
It's dizzy, and I dig my toes into the rocks, feeling as if I'm going to chip over.
That was really good. I like that a lot. Look at how it's so small.
Get feet
You just
press pebbles over the side. They clatter down the edge of the cliff.
Yep, that's what it said.
Fuck.
Oh, there's more.
Tears and pain.
Rain. I think that's an R. Tears and rain.
And rain. Mingle. Finally letting go. Going limp. Wind giving the final push.
You don't love it?
I back away.
Oh.
Impacts instead of release pain.
There you go. I mean, it's one thing to read it up there, but trying to read it from here in the tiny window on your computer screen it's hard mode, like extra hard mode.
I feel the buzzing starting up my head again, and I sigh as I bend over and reach into my camera bag. I almost wish I could stay here until sunset, since the canyon would be a great backdrop for it. But I definitely don't want to hike back to the middle of the night. It doesn't take long, and about 5 minutes later, I've got all of the footage I need. Hiking all the way definitely isn't worth it, but of course, that's not the reason why I did. You finished? TJ walks up behind me as I'm bending over to put my camera away. Yup. He hands me a water bottle, and I take it from him gratefully, pouring it over my head and chest, the fur flattening down over my body. I look over my torso, his muzzle quirking as at the corner a bit. You know, you kind of look like a jarred What?
Jared Griez? Is that how you would say that name?
We're gonna find out.
He went to Jared.
Oh my god, he went to Jared.
Jared Griez is how it looks, but you never know with words. Is that a real person?
I've got nothing. There's nothing.
No, I guess it's just a famous person in this world, but I've never seen that last name before ever.
No. What is a
Griez? It's a song.
It's a bird?
Oh, so is he a type of bird man? Cool, I guess.
Bird.
Bird. Jared Bird. Jared type of bird.
Okay.
Okay. Jared Griez.
I raise an eyebrow at him. The survivalist from the Wilderness Channel. What? What? Just because I'm out in the wilderness and shirtless?
This is supposed to be like Bear Grylls, but Jared Griez.
Well, you saying all otters look the same? Yes.
Oh man.
No, I mean, not just because you're an otter. I mean, your bodies are. I mean. Again, TJ's got me questioning certain things about him. TJ, I'm kidding. Yeah, right. Of course. He rubs his shoulders sheepishly as he slowly walks up to the edge next to me. Wow. He gets closer to the edge, though he does it in a manner in which he's spread out his legs and arms, bracing himself against the ground. He peers over the side, looking absolutely ridiculous. We're so high up. I smirk, sneaking up behind him.
Oh man. We'll be nice to TJ. So
What?
far it's been pleasant.
What? Shove him.
Just straight push him. End of the route. TJ falls to his death. Back to title screen. Oh my god, no. We won't do anything to him.
What?
We want to be nice to TJ.
Coward.
He hasn't done any... Well, I mean, he did the spider trick, but, you know, it's fine.
You could grab him, pull him to safety.
Well, he's safe enough. He knows he's safe enough, right?
Would it be funny if the other two, whereas he lives, but doing nothing?
But doing nothing lets him kill...
him?
Oh my god, that would be great, actually.
It's tempting as hell to push him, but I'm worried scaring the cat will make him jump off the cliff. Instead, I stand next to him and look out over the small canyon. We stand there a while, not really ready to head back yet. It's when I let out a sudden loud yell that almost makes me jump out of my fur. Yeah! I put both paws over my ears. TJ, what the frick?
What the frick? He says frick. What a zoomer.
He frowns. Where's the echo? Huh? It's called Echo Canyon. Isn't there supposed to be an echo? Oh, huh. Hey! I yell too, TJ lowering his ears a bit as we wait for a response. His ears perk. I think I heard it. Maybe we're just in the wrong area. But we're, like, right in front of it. TJ leans forward as if that will help, and cups his paws over his muzzle before yelling as loud as he can. Yeah! This time, I hear a return. It's muffled, scratchy, ugly, but it's an echo, alright.
Sounds like echo.
TJ makes a face. That sounds kind of creepy. Echo's broken. Uh, well, what did you expect? Something crappy here? Including Echo's echo? Blah! Again, we're answered with a raspy, ugly response. My voice twisted and distorted.
What if, like, it's just, like, the creature just yelling back at them from the other side of the canyon?
Yeah, it's just Flynn on the other side of the canyon.
Yeah, it's just, let me help him out. Hell yeah.
It seems a bit silly to name the town after that. I think it fits. I grunt as I sit down, spreading out my legs with a sigh. TJ does the same, except with his crossed legs. You really hate this place, don't you? And he looks sideways at me. You don't? Of course not. All my best friends are from here. I mean, some of it is bad, but why let the bad taint the good?
Oh.
I make a non-committal grunt sound. I wish we could all have some kind of come up here. He really does look disappointed, and I feel bad about that. What? I'm not good enough? Yeah. TJ giggles. I'm really glad you came. It means a lot. It would have been pretty lonely otherwise, since Jenna refused to come along because, you know, she's mean and terrible. And
Woof. Dang,
I look
TJ.
over at him, and he's looking at me right in the eye. His powder blue gaze. That's powder blue.
It's an interesting description.
Powder blue. Okay. Gaze is really pretty with the sunlight hitting it like that.
Is it supposed to be like powder blue, like a soft blue? Is that what they're trying to imply by using powder?
I guess.
I mean, like, because I don't know if quote unquote powder blue is a shade of blue.
Well, what's powder?
Is like far as a descriptor?
Yeah. Fine, dry particles produced by grinding, crushing, and disintegration of a solid substance. Light, dry, freshly fallen snow. That is, I guess, yeah. I guess that would
Okay.
be.
Yeah. Light, fluffy. Sure.
Okay.
Cool. Makes enough sense to me.
He smiles, and I smile back. Suddenly, his phone buzzes. He breaks eye contact to adjust his sitting position, as so he can get it out of his pocket. Probably Jenna, checking in on. He turns to look back when he goes silent. He's furrowing his brow on the phone, as if trying to figure out what to say. Everything all right? Slowly, his face relaxes, but his expression is dull. His eyes glazed over. TJ?
He's been activated.
He starts to lean sideways to get a look at what the message might be, but TJ quickly shoves it back into his pocket. Nothing, just a long message from my mom. I believe that. I can tell right away he's lying, which is fucking crazy because I don't think TJ ever lied to me, at least not so easily. Is it bad? No, just something about when I come home for the summer. Implying he'll make it to summer. Oh, okay.
Bruh.
It's weird because I know he's lying, and he probably knows I know he's lying, but still here we are, playing along. He stares quietly at the canyon for a few seconds, then stands up, brushing himself off. All right, let's go. The cheerfulness in his voice is forced. It just sounds like he's about to cry.
Did Flynn just send him a text message that says "fuck you"? And that's it.
What? Maybe Flynn sent him a dick pic.
Oh, yeah, that would make me cry too.
Oh my god. Like, like I said, it's all downhill from here, literally, including our lives. He's turning away quickly and starts back down the trail, wiping his face. I hang back, wanting to give him time to get over whatever it is that's bothering him. I wonder if it's something to do with family, like a grandpa passing over or something. I'd feel too intrusive asking about it now, so I decide to put it off until tomorrow. The hike back is, like TJ said, literally downhill, so it's way easier than coming up. TJ's still a little overbearing, making sure I have water, dumping a few unsolicited bottles over the head. Even then, he's still acting a bit detached. I think I stay upbeat, though, and since TJ's never been one to sulk for long, I get him warmed back up pretty quick. By the time we get back to the car, he's in a talkative mood again. So I'm thinking we get Jenna and go to the diner for dinner. Sound good? Sure, I'll text her. I reach out to the turn on the radio, then I remember we're there, where we are. I think this is actually a decent stopping place for...
Okay, yeah. What a pleasant little hike that we had with TJ.
Did you have a nice, boring hike?
Boring, pleasant. I mean, you know. It doesn't have to be exciting all the time, right?
Yeah, it does.
But it ramps up, so I mean, like...
Nah, exciting is fun. That's why I like to kick people when they're down.
True, fair enough. Keep them on the ground, and they keep making funny noises when you kick them.
Feels great.
You're like, music to my ears. Bruh.
Man, it feels so good when, like, you force your opponent down to, like, 5 cards in hand, because, you know, Hanzo forcing them to discard for everything.
For everything they do.
And they're, like, you know, they want to call their board, and they do that.
Like,
and then they pass turn with, like, 5 cards in hand. And you're like,
buddy.
oh, what a shame. What a shame. And, like, you resolve double Ox and then Rene. And you just...
Call 2, please. Dominate. Swing. D. Sorry, you go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, no, it is your turn. Go ahead.
Your turn. More like our turn.
Ours.
That's what Yu-Gi-Oh is.
Is
There's no turns in Yu-Gi-Oh. It's both players' turn.
at any given point.
Yeah, it's whether or not you get a battle phase that turn. That's what determines who's like the turn player.
And it's really easy to lose track of, I'm sure.
Yeah, sometimes it's pretty bad.
I love that.
But yeah, goodbye everyone. See you around.